Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Bandwagon Sports. I am your host, Stephen Hayward, and welcome back to the Minnesota Wild GM mode. Last time, we made a pretty big move, sending our right winger, Sergei Konstantinov, off to the Buffalo Sabres in exchange for backup goaltender Linus Ullmark. They already had Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen and another goalie who I'm forgetting the name of, but they had goalies in the system. Ullmark was playing in the HL this year, and he was putting up really good numbers. He's 83 overall, and I'm just honestly really hoping that Linus Ullmark can come in and be a solid backup for us throughout the rest of the season. As you can tell, we're kind of in a three-way pinch here for third place, with Colorado, Dallas, ourselves, and St. Louis all just 1 point apart. It's been a really entertaining season so far, and let's see what happens in the last bit of simulation. So, obviously, I'm really hoping to finish first place, and there is 16 games left in the season. I'm going to say to finish first place, we need to win 10 of those games, so 44 points. I'm going to say, not 44 points, I'm going to say 44 wins. We'll get it done for the Minnesota Wild to be first place. Obviously, that'll mean that other teams have to lose a bit, but I think if we win 10 of the last 16 games, we'll be first place in this division. Okay, so let's get right into it with a live action play-by-play simulation here against the Islanders for the first game of this video. Okay, Derek Brassard opens up the scoring for them. Not a great start. And Nick Leddy adds one as well. Come on, Minnesota. Oh, 3-0. This is not the way I wanted this video to start off. We're not even guaranteed a playoff spot. There's one for Kevin Fiala. But we're not even guaranteed a playoff spot at this point. So we can't be having games like this where we're blowing games like 4-0 or whatever. Five goals. Who's in net? It's Darcy Kemper. What a pathetic performance. I'm actually really mad with this one. Yeah, that one really costed us. Now we're down into fourth place. We need a huge win against New Jersey here, and we are going to get it in overtime. We are now tied for third with the Colorado Avalanche. We have one more win than them. Another big game here against Dallas. Oh, but we get shut out 3-0. That is really not what you want to see. And a 4-2 win against Boston, so that's good. But Colorado also wins again. So now we are 2 points behind first place St. Louis. We have the most games played out of any of these teams, though, so that's not good. We only have 12 games to gain any sort of momentum. And yeah, now we are 4 points behind St. Louis with a game, and they have a game in hand, so we really need to be winning here. A big win there against Vancouver. Still in fourth place. Let's see what happens against Toronto. Another big win against Toronto, but still in fourth place. Oh my god, this is so stressful. Kevin Fiala, though, 73 points. New York Rangers, and that's a bad loss. We're guaranteed a playoff spot here, kind of, with 82 points. Let me just take a look at the standings real quick, though, right now. Okay, so quickly I'll show you guys the East standings here. Obviously a lot more tight. If we had 82 points in the East, we would be out of a playoff spot. But go down to the West, and we're actually third place in the division now. Colorado in the other wild card spot. So yeah, I think at this point we're kind of guaranteed a playoff spot unless we have a huge downfall. But we still need to be winning games to get a playoff spot and be competitive. So let's continue to do that. Okay, so back simulating a game here against Pittsburgh. Oh, we got a point out of it, which is good, but not a win. Not a win. Huge win. Not a huge win. A huge game against Boston here. Really need a win, and we do it in convincing fashion. 5-1. Tied with Dallas for games played, but 2 points behind and 2 wins behind. We have the same amount of wins as St. Louis, which is nice. Like I said, 44 is the number I'm aiming for. I'm really going day by day here, keeping track. Colorado, I think, had a OTL. But yeah, I think we're more battling for third place than we are first place at this point. Another big win against Philadelphia brings us within 1 point of St. Louis. Colorado, though, with another OTL, I think. Let's go one day here. Dallas, they lost their game. That is huge for us. So we can now strike Dallas. If we win this game, we can tie them for second place here. Big game against Vegas, but we lose it. Oh, but Dallas lost their next game as well. So did Colorado. St. Louis, I think, is going to win the division. We have been giving a second chance here. We just need to beat Chicago, but we cannot do it when the wins matter. We cannot do it. Oh my god, and now we got a tough Tampa Bay team with 51 wins. And, we beat them. And now we are in a three-way tie with Colorado, ourselves, and Dallas for second place. Dallas has a game in hand on both us and Colorado, though. Big game against Buffalo. It is the first of the month, so autosave is kicking in. I'm not going to stop the recording because this is such an important moment for us in our season. Let's see what happens. Come on, Minnesota. Kaprizov. Oh my god, 4-1 loss. And Dallas has pulled ahead, so we're really fighting for third place right now. Okay, last two games of the year. One is against St. Louis. I think we have to slow sim this game, guys. Let's get into it. Just before we get into that Blues game, though, that Chicago game where we lost 4-1, they were last in our division, so that's a real fluke right there against them. Okay, this is the most important game of the year for us. After this, we got a game against Philadelphia, but this is it, Minnesota. Let's go. Braden Shen opens the scoring up early for St. Louis. That is not what I want to see. Darcy Kemper, please play well. Minnesota offense, come on. Where are you guys? Oh, power play, nothing. And it is now 2-0 St. Louis, but Kirill Kaprizov strikes early in the third. Don't give up hope, boys. Don't give up hope. And Matthew Boldy ties the game. Come on, push it to OT. We get a point, but Vladimir Tarasenko, dagger in the back. At least we get a point out of this. So that win over us is officially enough to give St. Louis the guaranteed first place finish as Dallas loses their game again. But we did jump into third place, so this is actually pretty big for us, this last game against Philadelphia. I'm going to simulate one day here. Okay, Colorado lost their game, so we currently have one game on Colorado, and Dallas didn't win their game. So if we win this game against Philadelphia, then we get second place in this division. That is going to be huge for us, so let's see if we can do it. So bad news, Philadelphia is a 50-win team. This is going to be a really tough game, but I believe, let's go Minnesota. Come on, Jean-Gabriel Pageau opens the scoring early for the Wild. That is what I like to see. I need Kemper to have a huge game here. Okay. Just settle the nerves, 2-0 Wayne Simmons, let's go. Oh, man. 2-0 going into the third. Hold on to it, boys. Darcy Kemper. Oh, penalty kill. Oh, Nolan Patrick with a late goal, but it is enough. 2-1 Minnesota. Oh my god, it was trade deadline acquisition Linus Ullmark who got us the win. What a legend. Okay, you can see there, we are in second place. That is huge for us. St. Louis plays out their last game. They win another, and they will finish with 97 points. But wow, so who are we going to play? I think we're going to play Colorado because they won their game as well. But we'll see. Going up to the 8th, nothing. Going up to the 9th, nothing. I think the 10th is when we're going to find out who are we going to play in the playoffs. Let's see. It is the Dallas Stars. Okay, so this is going to be a really tough series. Let's go take a look at how we did against them in the regular season, though. Okay, in the regular season, I'm looking for Dallas games. We'll see how we did against them. So we went 1-1 in the month of December against them. In January, we didn't play them at all. February, we actually lost 4-0 to them in February. So 1-2 overall, 1-3 overall. A loss there in March, just under the trade deadline. So 1-3 against Dallas. That is not good odds for us to beat them here in a playoff series. But we'll see what happens next time. Okay, and here are the official league standings. Rangers with a 116-point season. That's really good. Tampa finishes on top of the Atlantic. Vancouver with Pacific and St. Louis in the Central. But there we are in second place in the Central. That's good enough for me. In the league, we finished 12th best. That's pretty good. Yeah, New York Rangers wins the President's Trophy. Let's get into the player stats. Okay, so some pretty good stats here actually for our players. Fiala finishes with 79 points, 36th best in the league. Kaprizov with 35 goals, a huge breakout year out of our 25-year-old stud. Yeah, just huge progression out of him. I'm super happy about that, and I think he can be good for the next 10 years. Pajot with 54 points, Eric Sinek with 45, Dumbo with 43, Belpedio with 40, McDonough with 39, Gurianov with 35, Nudovar with 27. Just overall a good year for our players. Let's go take a look at the rookies now. Kemper, or not the rookies, the goalies. Kemper plays pretty well for us, a 9.14 and a 2.81. And Linus Ullmark actually played very well in his 4 games for the team, so I'm really happy with that. Let's go look league-wide, though. All right, everybody. So Mitch Marner finishes on top of the NHL with 100 points. His line mate Matthews right behind him with 99. Let's take a look at goals. Stamkos will finish with his second Rocket Richard Trophy of his career with 51 goals. DeBrusk up there as well, but hey, you can't even see Kaprizov. Let's scroll a little bit there. We can pretend that he got, top 10, which he didn't, but he still had an outstanding season. Let's look at the assists column. It was McDavid and Olio Levy who tied. Oh my god, Olio Levy, what progression out of him. Tampa acquires him for what? I want to see what Tampa got this guy for. Jamel Smith in a second. Oh my god, what a steal for Tampa. He's now their best defenseman. That's great. Plus minus, it is Mitch Marner, Matthews. I'm going to predict Crosby or McDavid to win the Selke, though. So, yeah, now for defensive scoring. It went to Olio Levy. I project Olio Levy to win the Norris as well, though. Tony DeAngelo with one better plus minus, but I think that Olio Levy's honestly going to get both of those awards. And now moving on to the goalies. Elvis Merzlikins plays very well, but I think the Vezina is going to go to Braden Holtby. He puts up an outstanding season with 42 wins for the Washington Capitals. Let's take a look at the rookie goalies. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, not great for the Sabres, but you know what? In his rookie season, especially as a starter, that's really acceptable. And just for overall rookies, the Calder Trophy will go to Kiefer Bellows from the New York Islanders. Very good season for them. 31 goals, 63 points. But Keandre Miller, a really close second as a defenseman. Honestly, if I was a voter, I would probably go Keandre Miller just because he's a defenseman and he scored only 3 points less than Bellows. But whatever, even Axel Anderson up there too for the Anaheim Ducks. He's another defenseman, so a great year for rookies, I think. We have Newhook and Bernard Docker and Boldy all in the mix too here in the top 20. But yeah, let's get into the AHL stats now. So looking at our AHL team, pretty good. John Beecher finishes at the top, finishes 6th in the league. Joel Farabee just behind him finishes 10th, and JT Brown finishes 12th. Even Ben Gleason right there and Kalen Addison, just great seasons out of really our whole AHL team. Taking a look at the goalies, come on, goalies. Spencer Martin plays pretty well. Adam Lintner, Anton Lintner, what's his name? Adam Lintner. He has himself a good year as well, and yeah, I think that's going to do it for the regular season. And also our AHL team finished first in the division, and they will take on Vegas's AHL affiliate, the Henderson Silver Knights. So that's going to be a pretty good series as well to keep track of on the side. But that is going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want more of this content and if you want to keep up with this series. Also, I also have a BBLM, which is basketball, going on as well. It's Oklahoma City Thunder rebuilding. Go check that out if you're interested. But yeah, when we come back, I will be playing the Dallas Stars, getting through the playoffs, and hopefully we can win the Stanley Cup. but we'll see. So until next time, see ya later.